Okay, let's look at how to calculate percentiles. Okay, I'm going to use the notation that's in the book. That's P sub k. That's the kth percentile. Okay, where k can be any number. And the kth percentile, remember again the definition of percentile, means k percent of the data is below this point, whatever the percentile is. Okay? So if your SAT score, for example, is in the 90th percentile, that would be P90, and that means you did better than 90% of test takers, or 90% of the scores are below yours. Okay? So to find a percentile, let's say of some value x, okay, you want the number of values less than x divided by the total number of values, okay, that's our sample size n, and we want to multiply that times 100. Okay, and then if you get a decimal, you want to round this to a whole number. Okay, so let's do an example. Okay, and I'm going to use again the same example that we had earlier. The first thing you want to do is to sort the data. Okay, this is very important. Now, you don't have to sort the data by hand. You can let your calculator do that for you. Now, I've already put this data into the calculator. If you remember, I'd put it in the list. So if you go to Stat, Edit, that data is in the list. Okay, let me just delete that. I'd use that for something else. So this is my data. Okay, and if you want to sort this data, you can go to Stat, and then sort A means sort ascending, the numbers are increasing. Sort D means sort descending, the numbers are decreasing. So let us sort ascending, we want the numbers to increase. And I want to sort L1. Okay, and your calculator will say done. If you go back to the list, Stat, Edit, you can see that it has sorted the data. Okay. Now let's pick a number. I want to know the percentile. What percentile is 15? Okay. So based on our formula, we want to look at the number of values less than 15. So how many values do I have less than 15? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 values less than 15. So I have 6 values less than 15, and total I had 9 pieces of data. Okay, and I want to multiply that by 100. Okay, so 6 divided by 9 times 100 gives me 66.66, and I can round that up to 67. Okay, so the number 15 is the 67th percentile, or you can say 15 equals P67. Okay, it is this means it is the 67th percentile. Let's do another example. Let me look at 10. Okay, I want to find the percentile value of 10. Okay, so again, you look at how many values are less than 10. 1, 2. Okay, so what is the percentile value of 10? So the number is less than 10. We had 2 numbers less than 10. Total, we have 9 pieces of data. And again, you multiply that by 100. Okay. So now I want 2 divided by 9 times 100. And I get 22.2222. So that is the, we always want to round up in this case. So that is the 23rd percentile. So 10 is P23. Okay? If I want to do the opposite, meaning I want to find the kth percentile, okay, L, and this L stands for location. Okay, let me change the color here. So L is not the actual number, it's the location. It's the place of the value in your sorted list. For that you do K over 100 times N. N is our sample size. Okay. So for example, if I want to find the 20th percentile in this data set, okay, so K here is 20, so I want to find P sub 20. You do 20 over 100 times N. So for our example, N is 9, so 20 over 100 is 0.2. 0.2 times 9 gives me 1.8, but I want to round that to 2. Okay, that doesn't mean that 2 is the actual number. It's 2 is the location, so it's the second value in the list. So again, if I go to my list, the second value in the list is 3. So P of 20 is 3. The 20th percentile is 3. That means 20% of the data is below this value of 3. Okay? Let's do another example. Okay, let's suppose I want to find the 75th percentile. Okay, P75. So you do this, you follow the same formula, 75 over 100 times your sample size. Here we have 9 pieces of data, so 0.75 times 100. Okay, or you can, if you don't know what 75 over 100 is, no big deal. Just plug it in like you see it. And you get 6.75, and that means the 6.75th place, but we want to round that to 7. So the 7th value in the list is going to be 75th percentile. So what is the 7th value in the list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th value in the list is 15. So here the 75th percentile is 15. That means 75% of the data is below this value. Okay, so I hope that explains percentiles to you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, call me, or stop by.